It seems like every week, Black Twitter is having a discussion on 50-50, what you bring to the table, who's the prize in a relationship. But today, we're going to go ahead and put all of that shit to bed.
You can't say that.
Sir, you can't
Is he
say that.
allowed to say
I'll say
that?
it louder.
Can you date somebody that think they the prize?
No, I mean, the man is always the prize. Remember that. They try to say happy wife, happy life. A happy man is God's plan. So, and for all the brothers that's watching this, you got to always make sure you go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, right? But in order to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, you got to celebrate yourself, right? How you think creates how you feel becomes an emotion, that emotion becomes a vibration, that vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So what you put out is going to come back to you. So once you on that vibration of celebrating yourself, the bitches that's going to tolerate you are going to run from you because you're not going to attract them, you're going to repel.
The question was, can you date someone that thinks they're the prize? And the guy responded that men are always the prize. We hear this a lot. I'm not sure where this discussion came from, this what do you bring to the table stuff. It's important. It is, absolutely. You need to know the person that you're in a relationship with. You need to know what dynamic you're getting yourself into. But these discussions are honestly pretty tired. So, as the authority on this, I'm going to go ahead and squash this for all future conversations. The person that you're with should always look at you as a prize. If you're the man looking at your woman, you should see her as a prize. If you're a woman looking at your man, you should see him as a prize. There's not one singular person that's a prize. It's all subjective. It's all about who is looking at you and do they want you? Are you attractive to them? Do you have the money that they are looking for to be in a relationship with somebody? Do you have the characteristics of somebody that they want to be in a relationship with? And no better show puts this in perspective than Arlette Umuli's Pop the Balloon. We always see people come on there and they may look whatever way they look. They dress the way that they dress. Sometimes they find a match, sometimes they don't. Whether the woman is conventionally attractive or not, she might not be what somebody on the panel is looking for. And the people on the panel might not be what she's looking for. So we need to go ahead and put all of this to bed about who's the prize. The person that you're with, the person that you want is the prize. And the person that wants you, to them, you're the prize. But to everybody else, you're just some person. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how you dress. It doesn't matter what your character is. If it's not attractive to the person that you want and that wants you, then nobody's the prize. Manosphere content exists and they tell you to get your money up, to dress better, take care of your body, make sure you fortify your mind through reading and education. And those things are important. And that's so that when somebody does come along, you can be the prize to them. So that you can be the most attractive you that you could possibly be at the time that you meet them, to give you the best opportunity. Because you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But when you are somebody's cup of tea, you want to make sure that that cup runneth over.
What do you bring to the table, Sarah? I'm waiting for it.
Well, if a man were to really say to me, Sarah,
please
what
don't
do you
talk
bring
to
to
people
the
like this in
table?
real life.
I would say the ability to see what the table needs. And then
That's a good answer.
bring that.
I like that.
Because if
Every
everyone's
situation is
bringing
different.
turkeys, but we're all vegetarians, or if everyone is bringing cutlery, then there's no food. Or if everyone is bringing napkins and wine, but there's no bread, we're all going to be drunks, we're all going to be starving, or we're all going to be dead. So I think one of my strongest abilities inside of what I bring to the table is I'm constantly seeking what needs to be, what does the table need?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to
That's
go get
insightful.
it and make
I like
it.
that answer.
Or I'm going to say, you know what? This table actually isn't for me.
That's
I
a
love
response
this
as
for
well.
y'all. This is great. But I'm going to exit stage left. So thank you.
It takes a lot of self-awareness to be able to assess a table and see what it needs. I've never heard it that way because like naturally or subconsciously when women are asked that, I automatically think we bring our wounds, we bring peace and kind of,
And I make this much money and I this, that. The
For
truth,
one,
that's
yeah,
not
money,
everything.
men don't care about how
The
much money you
situation
make.
might
well,
not
not
need
only
that.
that, but how arrogant to think that the things that you bring to the table is what every person needs. We're all different.
And we're not for everybody.
Yeah. And the truth is, high value
Okay.
is subjective to whoever sees it. What do you actually need? And I think that is the part that people are missing. I bring a lot to any table that I'm at.
Hello?
But the most beautiful thing that I bring is the ability to identify what do you need?
Adapt.
and then to serve it to you.
Hey, Shorty is dropping
I
gems
am
for
a
sure.
personal witness to this, y'all. She's awesome sauce.
Thank you.
I love Sarah.
You know what I love? I love in the Bible Esther.
Mm.
You know, when he asked her, what can I do for you? You can have anything, even if it's my whole kingdom. And she says, let me throw you a banquet. Third time is when she finally asked for something. Free my people. He asked her 3 times. What do you want? You can have anything, even if it's my kingdom. And she said, let me throw you a banquet.
Mm.
You know, I feel like that's what I bring to the table. The ability to be patient enough for you to enjoy, to identify your needs, to see what's necessary. Let me throw you a banquet. But hey, we're also going to free my people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I rub your back, you rub mine.
That piece of content comes from the It's Giving podcast. I've actually seen this chick another time in another video back when I first started the YouTube channel, and I didn't get a chance to speak on that video. This is my second time seeing her, and every time that she pops up on my timeline, it's something insightful. But I like what she said. You're not meant to be at every table. You can look at what's going on in this situation and say, can I provide what is needed in this situation? If not, then maybe you go find a different situation, a different table to sit at, somewhere that's more suitable to what you need and what that person needs. A lot of times we look at relationships in terms of money. People say, are we equally yoked? Do we make around the same type of money? Are we compatible? That is a factor. Money is super important, but it's not the only factor. The content of somebody's character is more important than the money, because the money is not going to comfort you when you have a family member pass away. The money is not going to cook for you on the days that you're sick. So I like what she had to say about being adaptable to what the table needs. But sometimes you don't need to adapt. You just need to remove yourself from that situation because it's not the right situation for you. It doesn't mean it's a bad situation. Doesn't mean the person is bad or whatever the case may be. But everything just ain't for everybody.
I know there was a rumor that they were saying that you stopped messing with him at one point because of 50-50.
Is there water? Where did the water go?
What is the question?
The who?
50-50. Remember they were saying that you said he was cheap, or they were saying that you were...
Oh, I think
Oh, the
she's
splitting
talking
the
about Travis
bills.
The
Kelce.
splitting 50-50, yeah, the 50-50
Yeah.
rumor. What was the tea on that?
Yeah, do I look like anybody that would split anything?
So you guys broke up at that point?
I'm not sure
because-
what that means.
No, this is the question. Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills?
No.
Okay.
Why do you think
So
that
yeah,
you
that was ridiculous.
shouldn't go
but he
50-50
addressed that
on
too, though.
bills?
That was I don't even know why that even became a thing. Yeah, that was never an issue in our relationship, but it
I'm
was
not sure what she
definitely
mean by
a
that.
rumor on the internet.
The dreaded 50-50 conversation. I don't know why people in their 30s, my age, are still having this conversation. This is definitely one for the kids. You need to do in your relationship whatever works for your relationship. If you get into a relationship with somebody that thinks that 50-50 is okay, then you need to pay 50 and they're going to pay 50. But if you don't want to pay any bills, then you need to be in a relationship with somebody that wants to pay all the bills. And if you want to pay all the bills, you should find a woman that doesn't want to pay the bills. It's that simple. I don't know why there's all back and forth of should a man pay all the bills? Should a woman pay some of the bills? You should do what works for the relationship that you want. So when you go out there and you're looking in the dating pool, as much P as we said is in it, you need to find somebody that meshes with what you want in a relationship and you mesh with what they want in a relationship. There doesn't need to be a discussion every week on Black Twitter about who should be paying the bills. If you ask me, if you're not married, you shouldn't be living together. I'm not talking about a girlfriend. I'm not talking about a fiance. I'm talking about being legally married and you guys are looking to build a future and have children. If you're not in that situation, then I don't think that you should be living together. And I'm going to tell you why. When you split up, if you split up, you still have an asset between you that you guys have to reconcile. Normally, when a relationship ends, everybody just goes their separate way. That's what should happen. You should say, hey, we're going to do a clean break right here. This is not working. I'm going to go find somebody else I'm more compatible with. Now, when you're single, you pay 100% of your bills, right? If you have a water bill, you don't go to your parents. You don't go to your friends and say, hey, because of my relationship with you, you need to pay this for me. An intimate relationship is a little different because you should only be living with somebody if you're married to them. You shouldn't be shacking up, splitting bills, buying houses, buying cars together, taking out loans, combined loans or whatever it's called, co-signing on loans. Shouldn't be doing that stuff. But when you're in an intimate relationship, the dynamic kind of changes where one person may pay all of the bills, one person may pay 80%, 50%, whatever works for your relationship. And if you're not going to pay bills, what are you going to be responsible for? This is more important when you don't have kids, because if you have kids, you have somebody that can stay home and, feed the kids, clothe them, make sure they're getting the education that they need, especially in their younger years. If both people are going out of the house working, both people are bringing money back into the home, and there's no kids, what is it that you think that the money should be spent on? Because for myself, I couldn't fathom a situation where one person is solely responsible for all of the bills and one person just blowing a check on entertainment. But that's just me. You might feel different. Let me know down in the comment section. Till next time. Peace.